Hello guys, this is Noel Ready. Today I'm going to show you how I created this scene inside Blender 3.5, and I'm going to show you the ways that I have used to achieve this result. It's really simple. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and if you're interested in this project file and supporting me, you can find this on my Patreon or on my Gumroad, which you'll find the links in the description below. So let's go to the tutorial. So the first thing that you have to do is just you have to open a new blade file, which it will be looking like this. And the second thing that we are going to do is let us see the assets. As you can see, the assets, all of them are being used from Sketchfab, which you'll find a lot of free assets, and there are a lot of grounds, stones, a lot of things, but mainly we are going to use these three things: the car, and this ground, and also the rock. So the first thing that you have to do is click this download 3D model. As you can see, when you do that, you have something like this. Just don't download it. When you see right here, you can see there is an add-on, an importer, which you can install the add-on directly in Blender, and it will really simplify the process to import a model, a SketchUp model, Sketchfab model to your 3D scene. So just download this add-on. When you click it, it will take you to another site. Just click this Blender and download the add-on. Yeah, just download the add-on. I already downloaded the add-on. So after you have downloaded the add-on, what you can do is just go to Blender, go to Edit, and then Preferences, and go to the add-ons and click Install, and select the zip file that you have downloaded. I already done that. And then after we have selected the zip add-on, just click Install, which is just a basic add-on installation. It's really simple. After that, just type Sketchfab. In your case, it will appear right here, but it won't be activated. So just activate it and select right here, and then select the Save Preferences. After you have done that, what you are going to do is I'm going to press A, and then X, and then delete everything. I'm going to delete everything, and I'm going to press N in my keyboard. As you can see, it will slide out this tab. Let me activate this shortcut so that you can see if I'm moving fast. So when I press N, as you can see, a lot of tabs appear. So I'm going to go to this Sketchfab. As you can see, Sketchfab. Click this Activate Add-on. In your case, it will ask you to log in. Just create an account and just log in everything. Just after I've done that, it will be activated. So it has a lot of options. You can just also search the items right here, or what you can do is I'm going to select this import from URL. And then what I'm going to do is first I'm going to select this Jeep, and I'm going to press Ctrl C, copy the link, and then go to right here and then press Ctrl V and select this import model. And it will take some time depending on the complexity of the model, and it will be imported inside Blender, including the texturing and everything. You just have to adjust something so that it will match your scene. But other than that, all of things are correct. Sometimes the scale might be off. As you can see, the scale of this shape it's really small. So if I hold on Shift and select, for example, one of the bodies and create an active object, as you can see, I can select this. As you can see, this now has become an active object. If I hold on Shift and select this one has become an active object. Just since this can display, the length of the Jeep, as you can see. If I go to the item, as you can see in the Y-axis, this 0.1 meters. So we have to scale it. So I'm going to press S just to scale it until it has, the proper size. I'm going to make it maybe 4 point something. Just it doesn't have to be exact, but if you want to be exact, you can go to Google and select, search the dimensions of a Jeep similar to this, and you can adjust the dimensions like this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to press GX and move it like this. And by using the same process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this ground also. I'm going to press Ctrl C and then paste it. Where is the add-on? Right here. Yeah, just press Ctrl V and select import. So guys, this is the second imported one. As you can see, it's quite large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on Shift, and then I'm going to click one of these many objects or surfaces, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to join. So now everything is joined. After that, hit tab and then press A and then press right click. Press A and then press M and merge by distance. Since we have joined a lot of things together, as you can see, I have deleted around 150,000 vertices. That's a lot of vertices. After this, I'm going to tap delete outside of the edit mode. And then after this, this is a really high poly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a decimate modifier, which is going to decrease the poly. So if I go to modify properties and click this add modifier, and I'm going to click decimate. As you can see, this is the face count. It's about 1 million faces. So for example, if I make this one to 0.3, now as you can see, the face is then the face count is around 300,000. So like by using this, you can decrease the amount of polygons without you destroying the mesh. So after this, I'm going to apply. I'm going to apply this decimate. After I have done that, what I'm going to do is I have a circle that's below the camera. I'm going to press X and delete it. After this, I'm going to select it like this, and then select it like this. Just select everything like this, and then hold on Shift and select one object that will be the active object. After I have done that, right click and then hit join. Now everything is joined so that we can move the car easier. As you can see, now we can move it easier like this. So after we have done that, let me press Shift G, Shift C, so that will only move on the X and Y axis. And then this is parented to a point or some kind of pivot point or some kind of control. Can I zoom in it? Yeah, some kind of empty plane axis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything like this. I'm going to press Alt P and then clear and keep transformation. What's going to do is going to clear any kind of parenting inside the scene. So let us wait until it's finished now. Yeah, now I have this and I'm going to delete it. And also the car was also parented to something right around here, as you can see. It's just it's really small, so I'm going to press X and delete it. And I'm going to unhide it by pressing Alt H. So after this, let us also import another object. So now we have joined them and then do everything that's necessary. And then the next one is the stroke. So I'm going to copy the link and then go right here. I'm going to press Ctrl V and paste it, and then import it. So after we have imported all of the things, the next thing that we're going to do is let us create the ground around the car like this. So just I'm going to make it something like this, since I want this to resemble as if this car is climbing some kind of high grounds or a mountain. So that's what I want this type of feel of. So just maybe I can make it like this. And then press RR so that you can have a free rotation. If you press R, it's going to rotate it according to your view. But if you press RR twice, it's going to rotate according to the movement of your mouse. So just maybe I can press RR and hold on Shift so that the rotation will be slower. Maybe press R like this and press GZ and orbit, so everything will be closer to the ground. Maybe it won't be inclined like this. Press R like this. Press GZ. Yeah, something like this would be good. Let us use this one to duplicate and to create the scene. So I'm going to press R in places like this. Press Alt A, and then place it right around here. This we can adjust them later, but for now, maybe should I make this smaller? Maybe make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, make them smaller like this. Then press Alt D again. Just duplicate this like this. So after this, I'm going to Shift right click right here and then press Shift A, and then I'm going to add a camera like this, and I'm going to press Alt Control in numpad 0 so that the camera will snap to the current view. So after this, I'm going to go to View, Navigation, and then click this Walk Navigation. After that, I can navigate as if I'm playing a game, like W for forward is backward, A to the left, and D to the right, Q downward, E upward. So by using this, I will adjust my camera. So this might be my camera. So maybe I can select everything like this. Maybe press RZ and just maybe rotate it like this. Just maybe make this one like this. Press RZ, just rotate this one like this. Maybe press RX and just make it as if maybe select everything. Press RX. Just make it just a little bit inclined like this. So after this, what we are going to do is just let me change this one 3D viewport, and let me press numpad 0 so that I can see what I'm placing according to my camera view. So maybe I can place this one right around here as our render. Press Alt D, and then it's going to take time when I press Alt D, since it has a really high poly. So most of the time what I'm going to do is let this finish. I'm going to apply this decimate. I'm going to press X and delete this one for now. I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to select the one that's controlling this one. Press Alt P, and then clear and keep transformation, so that this won't be parented. In case if I delete this one by accident, it's going to affect the transformation of this one. So I'm just going to clear every transformation parenting that I don't need. So after this, I'm going to press Shift D to duplicate it. So I'm going to place this one right here, and then after that, I'm going to apply this one so that I can work freely. Maybe I can replace this one later if this has become low volume. But for now, I think the quality is good, so I'm going to apply it. So when I press Alt P, as you can see now, I can move it really easily since it does not have that much high poly. So I think you get the point. So by using this, just place it, maybe press GZ and move it like this. Press RZ, maybe press S just to make it a little bit bigger. So by using this, just create your scene, and maybe I have to use this one. Press G and move it like this. Press GZ, move it like this. Maybe not that much. Maybe something like this would be good. Like this. Just it will take time until you have, maybe let me move the car a little bit like this, and maybe bring the camera closer. Yeah, maybe bring the camera closer like this. Maybe select some, press R, and then rotate it like this, and then maybe press GZ. Yeah, so that we don't see these things. And the next thing maybe you have to do is, just select all of these parts, the ones that are low poly, and then hit join, just join them. And then after that, hit tap to get inside of the edit mode. And then what you can do is you can use proportional editing. Just select one of them, for example, and then maybe let me deactivate this one so that I can see clearly. We can fix things. For example, since this is a little bit problematic, I can select this one and I can press GZ, but it's going to move everything, right? So I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this connected only. So after that, what I can do is I can, as you can see, by increasing and decreasing the influence by scrolling my middle mouse upward and downward, I can just create the influence. So just I can create the blend between the two surfaces. So just select like this, press GZ. Just you can decrease the influence if you don't want that much influence, Or maybe I can also select multiple parts like this and then press GZ. Yeah. Or I can also, use this one, press GZ. Yeah, maybe something like this will be good. Just, according to your camera, if you fix everything that needs fixing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rearrange everything so that it will be good, so that it will be really, really perfect according to what I'm going to achieve. Or, just to create something until it looks good. So that's most of my approach. I just try to create something, and most of the time it won't look good at the start. So what I do is I just change things, maybe change the scale of something or change the object itself, maybe if that's the problem of if that's the problem of the scene, or just change the lighting, change the angle. For just I will just experiment with everything until my scene looks good. But since I've already created this scene, I'm just going to copy and paste the scene that I have done earlier. So that's what I want to do. So guys, this is what it's looking like. The final result is like this. I've made the stones to be a little bit bigger, and just adjust the camera a little bit so that it will be far away, as you can see. And this one is for the close-up part. This one is high poly, and for the rest one, for example, if I select it, as you can see, uh, maybe this one is not joined. Yeah, just join them. Join this one with this one. Just as you can see, I've made it really simple, since I've already copied and pasted it from the original file, which I've already spent a lot of time creating this scene. So just it's looking like this. And the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to create some kind of trees. So I've already did that. So I'm just going to paste them like this, as you can see. All of them are, free assets, which I have created from 3D Warehouse. You can also use paid asset, which will give you really high quality. But uh, now all of these are assets that I have created from 3D Warehouse, so they are they are free and they are somewhat good assets. If I navigate like this, it might be when you are viewing it outside of the camera view, everything looks a little bit off, but the when you work according to your camera view, that's what your results going to be. You don't have to worry about everything. Just all you have to do, or all you have to focus is the view, which you're able to see from the camera. As you can see, I have placed this trees a little bit lower than this ground. As you can see, if you are related to the car and to this ground, to the rocks, these trees are placed lower. The reason that I've done that is to create the illusion that the place where the car is placed is it's on a higher ground. I've placed the trees a little bit lower so that we'll have that kind of perception. So just so guys, after this, the next thing that we have to do is we have to light up the scene. So let us prepare the scene so that it will be suitable for lighting. So to do that, I have used an add-on called Easy HDRI, which you'll find the link in the description below. It's just a free add-on that you can download from GitHub. The installation process is the same as the Sketchfab. Just repeat the same process that you have done for that. Then after you have done that, if you press it in your keyboard and where is Easy Prepare, you'll find something like this. After you have activated it, this add-on is not working properly when it comes to Blender 3.5. I will show you how you can work with it completely, but in this, the user interface is not working properly, so we might have to adjust things manually by going to the world setting. So make sure that you have installed this one. After you have installed it, make sure that you have downloaded a bunch of HDRs from our website called Polyevent, which I'll place the link in the description below, and also the specific HDR that I'm going to use for this for the lighting for this tutorial. So I'm going to also place that link. So after you have download a bunch of HDRs, just click this folder and go select the folder that you have placed those HDRs. So after this, what we are going to do is we're going to select create world remotes, and let me make this one like this, and let me change this one to outliner. Then let me press number 0 to go inside of the camera view, or you can go to view camera and then select this active camera. It will go to your active camera. Then after this, what I'm going to do is let me go to this render view. Well, I can see what I'm doing, but the rendering region on is on AMI, so we just have to change cycles. So just I'm going to change this one to cycles, and let us wait. And I want to change this one to GPU so that it will work properly, or it will be faster in case if you have a really powerful GPU. After this, go to this output properties and activate this render region so that what you do is going to be only render on the camera view. So this is the default lighting. So you can just choose different kinds of lights. For example, as you can see, let us wait until it's compiled. The scene might be a little bit heavy. And also what you can do is, for example, I can go to this shader editor. I can go to this world so that we have a property of this HDRI. A lot of things should have been visible right here, but since that is not working properly, we might have to adjust things right here. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to increase the glossy of the scene only without changing the transmission or the diffuse. So to do that, I want things to be a little bit more effective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type Shift A, then I'm going to add a mix shader and place this one right here. And I'm going to plug this one. I select this one and press Shift A and duplicate it. And plug the color to right here. And I'm going to plug this one on the second one. And then after I've done that, I'm going to mix it with using light path, and I'm going to use the glossy ray. So nothing has happened. So for example, if I increase the strings like this, let us wait. Let me activate this denoise. So that we can see things more brief. For example, if I make this 3, for example, we'll have more reflection or more, as you can see here, we're having more glossy. So for example, if I make this 1, the gloss is going to be less visible than the previous one. So this is the default. Let me make it 10 so that you can see it clearly. It's updating the lights. As you can see, we are having really more reflections. So just this is just a method to enhance the reflection. So maybe we might have to tweak this based on the HDR that we are going to use. And then also the next thing that you can do is you can change the rotation. For example, if I press 90, as you can see, the lighting is going to change. Obviously the placement of the HDRI or the placement of the sun, the placement of the clouds, everything in the sky is going to affect it. If you press 180, we're going to have a totally different light, right? So you get the point. So all you have to do is just select the thing that you want. Most of the time, I just experiment with a bunch of HDRs and also change the rotation, maybe change this reflection until I get something that satisfies me. So I experiment with the lighting a lot. So this I think you get the point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this HDR. As you can see, it's a kind of mounted and see the HDR. Apparently it just works perfectly for this scene. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this one. I'm going to use maybe 270 degrees. Yeah, this is just the setting that I have come up with. So just let us wait and maybe make this one to 1.5. I don't want this much reflection. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is auto this color management and use curves. I'm going to use curves. Just make this one a little bit darker like this, and then also make this one like this one. Yeah, and when I do that, you can see the brightest portion of your image clearly. Maybe use 280 285. Maybe 285 would be good. Yeah, maybe 285 would be good. Maybe just just play with this, play with this. You can see you have a lot of difference, right? Play with this. And we might also use the composting. So for example, I can go to composting And then I'm going to use nodes. So I'm going to place this one right here. I'm going to press Shift A and then type color balance. So I'm going to place this one right here. So what I'm going to do is maybe what I can do is let me make this one like this, change this one to 3D viewport, and I'm going to hit 0 to get inside of the camera mode. And then I'm going to scroll right here so that I can navigate like this, as you can see, and go to the rendered view. So one of the things about Blender 3.5 is we can have live or viewport composter. So what I'm going to do is if I increase the gain so that it will be brighter, as you can see, it's a correction for the highlights. So it's going to make things or the brighter part a lot brighter. So what I'm going to do to see this is I can go right here. As you can see, we can see an option called composter. So just select this camera so we can see the camera. As you can see, the brightest. Just we're going to have a lot brighter scene. Just latest. Think it that way. So this one, the lift, it's correction for the shadows or the darker parts. As you can see, the darker parts are going to be a lot darker. So we can correct this like this. So I'm going to move one like this, as it is, and this is going to, it's like contrast, like, or for the midtone. So it's going to give us a lot of contrast, without making the darker or the lighter. It's going to adjust the midtones. So just as you can see, so by using this, we can control. Sorry, we can correct. We can correct our scene. So I have made it a little bit brighter. So maybe just give it a little bit contrast like this. Yeah, maybe give it a little bit contrast like this, and then as you can see, this is the chain that we are having. As you can see, this is without the composter. This is like this. I can just make it brighter like this, and also just make things like this. But I will have a lot of maybe decrease this one like this, just to see the chain that we are getting. Yeah, I think this looks good. We can adjust things later. So I'm going to go to this layout again. Let me change this one to camera so that we can see the composting. So the next thing that we are going to do is later is adjust this box. They seem a little bit off, so we need to adjust the color. So what I'm going to do is just go to this shader editor and change this one to object. So if I select this one, this is the property, or this is just the downward setup that we have got when we have imported it from Sketchfab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep only the diffuse. I think that's the only thing that I'm going to need. Maybe if we have a normal map, so we don't have any normal maps, so I'm going to delete everything like this. So I'm going to press Shift A and then add a principal BSDF like this. And then I'm going to use material outputs. Yeah, material output, and then just plug this one right here. So this is our box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the specularity so that I don't want reflections that much. I want the original image. Maybe increase the roughness like this. Then after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bump node. So I'm going to plug this one right here, and then plug this one to the normal. We have bump, maybe 0.1. Maybe it's too much, 0.1. So after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Shift A and then add RGB curves, and also I'm going to add hue saturation like this. So what I'm going to do is make this panel a little bit darker like this, maybe decrease the saturation so that it will be similar to the environment. Maybe I have made it a lot like here, maybe, and then maybe go to the blue and then decrease the blue. That's it will be a little bit yellowish, like the ground, like this. As you can see, yeah, I think it's looking good. So guys, after this, what we can do is I'm going to select this car and I'm going to tap again inside of the edit mode. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this part and I'm going to change the color to make it brighter, just something like this. Guys, I think we have finished creating our scene. So just what you can do is just see any problems that you can see in the scene. Just then fix that. Maybe if the coloring is a little bit off, if the reflection is are not reflective, if you want the lighting to change, just see what you are going for, and then just change that. So that's what I'm going to do. Just fix some things just so that it will be perfect. So I guess this is the final sheet of the project file that I already done previously. So it has some changes. For example, for the, I think this is correct. Maybe I've used something like this, make the strength tool and add RGB curves. So basically, this is what I've done. Meaning the composting, for the value of gain, if you want to put 1.16 and then 0.9. And then for the lift, I haven't touched the lift. So after this, what you can do is just, I'm going to make this one to 150%. So I will have a better resolution. And then make the render sample to be 412. Since this is an exterior scene, it's not going to have that much bounce lighting. So, it's not going to be that much noisy. So I think 520 will be good. So after this, maybe if you want more contrast, you can use this, but it's going to destroy it. So I think this is good. So after this, what you have to do is just go to render and then select this render image. It will render out image, and after that, all you have to do is just save it. So guys, this is all for today. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial, and if you're interested, as I have said earlier, you can just give this project file on my Patreon. That's a great way to support me. So this is all for today. See you in the next tutorial.